You came to see me? I guess I was sleeping. I'm sorry.
Oh, you noticed? You were sleeping, so I just left.
I'm sorry I couldn't talk to you, but I'm glad you came. Come see me again if you can. I'd love to talk to you.
Sure. I know it's depressing to be in a hospital bed all day. I'll come see you again.
Thank you.
I'm sorry to hear about your sudden hospitalization. You were always full of energy.
I know. I'm surprised too.
And I'm shocked.
I'm going to get better as soon as possible and go home.
You'll be fine. You know, fancy may kill or cure. By the way, is Paul doing okay while you're in the hospital?
Yeah, he seems to be okay. He sends me messages every day so I know what he's doing. Surprisingly, he seems to be cooking for himself. He even did his laundry. He usually doesn't do anything at home, but I guess he can do it if he tries.
Guys really don't do anything when they have wives. Maybe your hospitalization was a good opportunity for him. I hope this opportunity will make him appreciate you.
Yeah, I hope so. I won't expect much though. You know, he's not an indoor person.
It doesn't matter if he's indoor or outdoor. Nowadays, guys have to be able to do housework too, or they won't be liked by girls. But I'm sure Paul is busy. I can go help him.
You're also busy. I can't ask you to do that.
You don't have to worry about me. You're my precious little sister.
He seems to be taking it easy, so I think he is enjoying his single life too. He should be fine being alone.
But you're worried about him too, right? It's not something that will last forever, so don't worry. I'll just check on him occasionally and help him out. Leave it to me while you're in the hospital. I want you to be treated without worrying about anything.
Are you sure? Then will you help him sometimes?
Sure thing.
Thank you, Zoey. I'm really glad you're my sister.
Don't say funny things. Then leave it to me.
Whenever you're available is fine.
Okay. Mia, how are you feeling?
Yeah, not bad. Personally, I'd like to get out of the hospital now.
Right. You must be concerned about Paul the most, aren't you?
Not like that, but...
Be honest. I have good news for you.
What is it?
I thought I'd give you an update on him.
Yeah? Thanks for always helping out, Zoey. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. But you don't have to give me updates. I know you're busy too.
What are you saying? I just want you to feel relieved so that you can get better soon.
Zoey...
By the way, last night, I got some fresh cabbage, so I made coleslaw.
What? I want to eat it.
I can make you as much as you want after you get out of the hospital.
Really? I'm so happy.
But you know, Paul was surprised.
Why?
He said he had never eaten handmade coleslaw before.
Really? I think I've made it before. Maybe it didn't taste enough to make it memorable. I know your cooking is delicious.
And since he said he wanted to eat Chinese food today, I thought I'd make some fried noodles.
That sounds delicious. I'd like to eat that too.
I'll make for you too. I just texted him to tell him what we're having for dinner, and he said, "Oh my God, I love fried noodles."
Wow, he's having a good life. He's having you all to himself. Not fair.
What? And then he told me something.
Told you what?
He asked me to keep coming to cook for him.
What? He told you such a brazen thing? He's totally taking advantage of the fact that you're a good cook. Sorry, Zoey.
It's nothing to apologize for.
You know, I'm not a good cook. Paul is so kind that he eats my food and says it's delicious. Of course, everyone loves delicious food. I'm jealous of you.
What are you saying? You have a lot of things I don't have.
Is that so?
Of course you do. So I'd like to keep cooking for him. Is that okay?
Of course that's fine. As long as it's okay with you, please. Then I don't have to worry about Paul's health.
Yay! Then I'm officially his wife now.
Huh? What do you mean? Well, until I get out of the hospital, I guess you're his substitute wife.
Mia, did you hear from Paul?
About what?
You don't know? He said he wants to date me just the other day.
Huh? What are you talking about? Don't make bad jokes just because I'm bored.
I'm not joking. It's true.
You're lying.
He said maybe Mia will continue to stay in the hospital. If that happens, I'm not sure what I should do with our marriage. Unlike her, you can do anything, so I thought now was the chance. What do you think?
What? Zoey, are you trying to entertain me?
How could I make such a joke?
Did Paul really say that?
I'm sorry, Mia, but it's true. I've heard a lot of complaints about you. I hate to say this, but...
What is it?
He's not happy with your sex life. Did you have sex with him often?
Well, I didn't do it every day, but...
Right? I took care of it too.
Huh? What? What do you mean?
It means what it means. We spent the night together. It was awesome.
Hey, Zoey, do you know what you're saying?
I know what I'm saying. That's why I told you I can't say this kind of thing as a joke. I've told you many times. I feel bad for you, but I can't control my feelings either. Paul, he looks just like my first love. That's why I've been thinking about him. I was into him for the past few days. I can't help it, right?
Wait, Zoey, was that what you wanted when you said you'd take care of Paul, while noticing you like him?
That's the way it turned out. But he needed me too. I feel sorry for him being left alone while you're in the hospital. Even if you could leave the hospital, you can't even cook a decent meal, can you? I feel sorry for him. Even if you hadn't gone into the hospital, eventually, this would have happened. So, I'll be his wife.
Did I go crazy after being hospitalized? I have no idea what you're talking about. Is this real?
Right. You're in a hospital bed, so it won't ring a bell with this explanation. Well then. Will you believe me if you see this? Me and Paul, we're in love, right? It's not photoshopped.
Oh no, Zoey. Did you trick me? And I can't believe that you would treat me so badly while I'm fighting a disease. I can't forgive you.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't like you, but I couldn't help it. We are attracted to each other. You can't take care of him when you're in the hospital, right?
Fine, I'm divorcing him.
Really? Thanks, Mia. Now we can get married in peace.
Whatever.
Oh, but I won't get married until you get out of the hospital. You are his current wife. I'll keep you updated.
No, you don't have to.
Why not? Don't you want to know all the details? You're really curious about it, aren't you?
What? Are you crazy? I don't want to know what's going on with my adulterous husband. I don't understand.
I don't think you believe me. You're still doubting me, aren't you?
Huh? I really don't understand. How can I doubt you after you showed me that photo?
Well, I wanted you to admit it.
That's enough. You're making me feel sick and my condition will get worse again. I'm getting divorced, so just leave me alone.
No, it doesn't work like that. I need you to examine closely. You need to know I'm more suitable for Paul.
When did you become such a person, Zoey? You're toast as a human being.
I don't need you to tell me that. I'm just staying with the one I love. I don't need you to tell me what to do.
I get it now, so leave me alone. I won't even read a message from you.
Read it to the end. It's just that the man I fell in love with happened to be your husband. I have the right to choose, don't I?
Yeah, please, choose on your own. You are his best.
Now you understand? I knew it. So, while you are his wife, I'll keep you updated. Bye for now.
Whatever.
How dare you? You're so dirty.
What is it all of a sudden?
You told everyone, didn't you?
What? I don't understand. What are you talking about? It's impossible for me to go talk to everyone, isn't it?
Don't play dumb. It has to be you. You're the one who told about us.
I said I'm in the hospital. How can I tell everyone?
There are so many ways. You have your phone? You called every one of them, huh? You're the only one who would do that.
I haven't done anything yet.
What do you mean, yet?
I'm going to tell everyone eventually, but you know what?
See? It was you.
Hey, I said no. If I tell them now and go through the procedures, it won't work for me too. I need to proceed with the life insurance and all those stuff too. I'll tell everyone and go through all the procedures after I get out of the hospital and settle down.
Then how does everyone know?
I don't know.
They stare at me. My best friend said she doesn't want to see me anymore. She told me I was disgusting for having an affair with my sister's husband while you are in the hospital.
Oh, but it's true.
I knew it was you.
I really don't know. I don't have your friend's phone number. There's no way I could tell anyone. You told her yourself, didn't you?
Why would I do that? It's ridiculous. Now that everyone knows, what are you going to do?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
God, my dream is to be a bride. I was going to tell everyone after I got married.
But you know, they'll figure it out eventually, right? Maybe they notice it first?
That's not all.
Huh? What?
Paul is getting a flood of calls from people accusing him. He said his colleagues and friends all left him. He turned pale.
Oh dear. Well, that's what happens when you hear this story. If I had a friend like that, I might do the same thing. Considering what you did, it can't be helped, right? That's how sinful you are.
Huh? What's with that tone? There's no doubt about it. It was definitely you. Tell the truth.
I really don't know anything, and I didn't do anything. I'm telling you, it's too much trouble to get divorced while I'm in the hospital.
Then who did it?
I don't know. If you want to know, why don't you look it up yourself? But if everyone knows, I wonder if it's X.
It was you after all. Just tell the truth. I can forgive you if you tell me now.
Hey, that's not right. Why should I be forgiven? It's you guys who are to be blamed.
God, shut up. Tell me now.
I'm having so much free time in the hospital, so I started X with a help from my friend.
And you posted on it?
Yeah, at first I just used it to browse, but after I found out about you and Paul, I started noticing a lot of being cheated wife users. I thought I might as well post something.
What did you post?
You gave me useless information about Paul and you, so I just copied and pasted it.
Huh? What the hell have you done?
Yeah, but of course I didn't mention your names, and I'm not using my real name either.
Then how did they find out? I knew you were the one who told everyone.
No, that's absolutely not true. I'm not in contact with anyone.
Then how would everyone know? What's going on?
Well, I don't know. My profile picture? My face is covered by my phone though. Maybe they could tell because the background was a hospital?
What are you talking about? Tell me your username.
Okay, let me send it to you.
What the hell? The personal information on the bed? The name of the hospital is on it. Hey, it's easy to know who it is.
Oh, yeah. My friends and colleagues might have figured it out. Is that why my tweets were retweeted? X is very interesting.
It's not funny. What are you going to do?
If they know it's me, there's nothing I can do. It's been spread a lot. Besides...
What?
Some sent me messages. It was a guy. He said he felt so sorry for me. Wait, this guy?
What? You know him?
Oh, now I know. He mind-read me, so I was wondering why.
You have an idea who this person is? Who? Tell me now.
I knew it.
What?
He's Paul's cousin.
Cousin? How do you know?
Because he used to come over to our house a lot. Right. He was using X. He used to take pictures of the food I cooked and post them. That's the username I saw back then. I remember now. But that means... I guess all the relatives know about it now. Sorry, my bad.
Hey, what are you going to do? I can't even see the relatives anymore. It's your fault.
No. That's not true. It was you who is having an affair with Paul while I'm in the hospital. They would find out someday anyway.
Shut up! I don't want to be told by you.
How can you say that after making me so miserable in the hospital?
I don't care. Paul and I are having fun.
How selfish are you? You don't care about anyone, do you? Don't you have anything like kindness or compassion? Well, that's why you can do such terrible things, huh? I can do nothing but cry on the bed. I was so frustrated and disappointed, like I was going crazy. But thanks to X, I feel a bit better.
But that doesn't mean it's too much to spread it to the whole world. Hey, can you please clear up this misunderstanding?
What misunderstanding?
Tell them that Paul loves me more than his ex-wife, which means we're in love with each other.
Okay, let me post it on X right now. I just got a message from my sister who stole my husband from me. She wants me to use the post to clear up the misunderstanding. She told me to post that my sister and my husband were in love with each other. I am being threatened right now. I think this is not right. There you go. Zoey, I posted it.
Hey! This is a useless post. I mean, it makes me look even worse.
But I'm not lying. I've been posting nothing but the truth all along. And you know what?
What? There's more?
Yeah, I'm tagging all my posts with hashtag spread the word. So I think a lot of people are watching. More than you think. So maybe the people around you and Paul have found out. Surprisingly, a large number of people are using X.
God, no!
It seems that it was Paul's cousin who was messaging me. He had heard from Paul that I was in the hospital, so he noticed immediately. And he was surprised by the post and retweeted it with hashtag spread the word. He said he wanted to let everyone know about Paul's wrongdoings. After I left the hospital, of course, I divorced Paul. My sister and Paul were cut off from my parents, being slandered by all the relatives, and left this town as if they were running away. I don't know what happened to them after that. I got out from the hospital, but I am still in poor health and am recuperating at home. When I recover completely, I would like to move to a new place and start a new life. I still feel a little depressed, but for now, my priority is to get well. Ursula, what are you doing? I'm trying to get in touch with you. Today is an important day. Please, reply to me now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't notice you contacting me.
Ursula, what are you doing? It's our wedding day today.
I know that.
Well, I'm sure you know, we confirmed it yesterday, didn't we? You said that you had to attend a drinking party, so you're staying at a friend's house. You said you'd be at the wedding venue by the time I got dressed, right?
Yes, that's right.
It's already past dressing time. Are you even aware of that?
You see, I've been drinking with friends since last night and overslept.
Huh? Why would you oversleep on such an important day?
You don't have to say it like that. I was trying my best not to oversleep.
But you failed. Anyway, please come in time for the reception.
What? Now? Will I make it in time?
Just hurry up, okay? We're running out of time. It doesn't matter if you're late, just be sure to come.
Can I have a moment with you?
Ursula, have you arrived at the venue? I'll pick you up at the entrance.
No.
What do you mean? You didn't even make it to the reception on time.
Let me explain. I drank too much yesterday and my face is bloating. We'll have our pictures taken during the wedding, right? I don't want people to see me in this state and take my picture, so I'm not going.
Please, don't be childish, Ursula. You are a beautiful woman. No one is more beautiful than you, so you don't have to worry about that.
Are you sure?
Of course.
Well, I could stand next to you and be mistaken for your sister. I know I'm as good as you.
I guess so.
But I still don't want to go with this bloating face of mine. You're a woman too, so you understand that, don't you?
Of course I understand. But today is the wedding day. We can't just change to another day. It's your son's wedding.
Then it's even worse. There's no way I'm going to a wedding with this horrible face. I must always be beautiful. My beauty is no less than yours.
If you feel that way, why didn't you refrain yourself from drinking too much?
That's because I was having so much fun. I told you I'm not going to the wedding, didn't I?
Oh, you'll be fine if you take a bath in hot water and then cold water. Then I'm sure the bloating will go away.
What? How can I be so brazen at my friend's house?
Well, please hurry to the wedding venue anyway. I'll ask the staff at the wedding venue to help you.
But...
What's wrong?
What if I get burned by the hot water? My beautiful skin will be ruined.
You just need to adjust the water temperature.
I don't want to make a scar on my beautiful face.
I see. Then what are you going to do? We're running out of time, you know.
You're so carefree, thinking that it's someone else's problem.
Huh? What do you mean?
Don't you feel sorry for me who overslept and missed the meeting?
Gosh, just come to the ceremony as soon as possible, okay?
Don't say it so easily. I have a bloating face.
Yes.
I'm saying I can't go with a face like this. Don't be selfish.
I don't understand what you're trying to say.
As a bride, you only need to make yourself look beautiful. You don't even care about me. I can't believe you want me to come to the wedding with a bloating or even burnt face.
I didn't mean it that way. I genuinely just want you to come to the wedding.
Don't get carried away just because you're younger than me. Think about my feelings too. I don't want to go to a wedding when I can't show everyone how beautiful I am. Do you understand? My heart is more delicate than yours.
I'm sorry. I don't really understand what you're trying to tell me.
If you're telling me that you won't dress up and put on some extra makeup, I might change my mind.
I'm letting my makeup artist and the staff at the wedding venue to do their job properly. So there's nothing I can do to change it.
Or rather, you just don't want to do it, right? Because you don't want me to look better than you.
That's not the point. I just want you to come and witness our wedding.
Well, I quit.
Quit what?
I've been very tired since this morning.
I beg your pardon?
I'm tired of being rushed by you, and I'm still stuck here because you're bullying me. So you need to cancel the wedding today.
I can't do that. The main event is coming up soon, Ursula.
I've already decided. The wedding has to be another day.
Give me a break. Stop being selfish.
Don't talk to me like that. Just do what you're told.
I'm sorry, but I can't help you.
You're so persistent. I told you I don't want to go because my face is bloating.
There's nothing I can do to help you with that.
If I don't go, you have no choice than to cancel the wedding, because a wedding without the groom's mother is just like French dinner without main dish.
Sorry, I don't understand. I think the main dish should be the bride and groom.
What are you talking about? In terms of glamour, of course, the main dish is me, right? Are you going to have a wedding without a main dish?
I still don't get it. Anyway, I'll pay for your cab, so please come to the ceremony now. We need you here. Ursula, did you catch a cab? We're still on time for the ceremony. I've changed the time for dressing. I've also asked the makeup artist to do your makeup perfectly when you arrive here. You don't have to worry about anything.
I wonder why you can't understand what I've been trying to tell you. I told you, I don't want to go today because I'm not in perfect condition. That's why I want you to postpone the wedding.
I understand how you feel. If we postpone, there will be a cancellation fee.
Well, of course.
And if we book a new venue, you'll have to pay extra money. In case we postpone the wedding, are you willing to pay for those fees?
Absolutely not. It's not even my wedding. Why should I pay? Seems that you have no common sense at all, Allison.
With all due respect, I need to tell you that we don't have extra money to book a new wedding venue or pay for the cancellation fee. We have no choice than to go on with the wedding.
So what?
Can you please hurry up and come to the wedding venue now? We can't postpone it.
I told you I don't want to. There's no way I can go with this bloating face.
I see.
You finally understand what I'm saying?
Are you telling me that you don't want to come to the wedding?
That's right. I've told you 1,000 times.
Understood. Then I'll tell the ceremony staff that you won't come. Are you okay with that?
Of course it's fine.
Well then, please directly tell your husband and son that you won't come.
Why do I have to go through all that trouble?
What? You were the one who's saying that you're not coming. So you need to take the responsibility by telling your own family about that.
You're the one who should be thinking about that. What a stupid woman.
You drank too much last night and overslept. You don't want to go to the wedding because your face is bloating. Do you want me to tell your son and husband about that?
You really are incompetent. You really don't know what you're talking about. You don't need to explain the details. You can just make up any reason you want, like, I'm not feeling well or something.
I can't believe you want me to make up a reason for your absence. It's my precious wedding day, and you're asking me to postpone it?
It's your fault for trying to look more beautiful than me. I'm the victim here. It's all your fault. You should have taken good care of the main dish. Hey, my husband hasn't come home. Do you have any idea about what's going on? The wedding has been postponed, right? Do you know where he is?
Your husband is still around here.
Oh, glad to hear that he's still with you guys. I'm sleeping off my hangover. Tell him to get some painkiller on the way home.
Hangover, huh? That's the reason why you couldn't come to the wedding. Now I understood.
That's not the main reason anyway.
By the way, I need to tell you something.
What? I don't have a good feeling about this.
In the absence of the groom's mother, I'm happy to report that the wedding went off without a hitch.
What are you talking about? Are you really that upset that it was postponed? Stop making stupid jokes.
I'm not joking, okay?
Without me as the main dish, there's no way you can go on with the wedding.
You're wrong. The people who attended celebrated in a big way. They were very happy that you, who always brag and complain a lot, was not there. They were very happy to see me instead.
Enough already! I don't want to hear more lies from you.
I told you I wasn't joking or lying. I never said that I agreed to postpone the wedding.
What?
I asked you whether you want to come to the wedding or not, and you told me that you're not coming. Am I wrong?
You're right. Because I'm not coming, you decided to postpone the wedding, right?
No, I didn't. You couldn't make it, so I just have to go on with the wedding without your presence.
Huh? So you're telling me that you had a wedding without the beautiful groom's mother?
Yes, because me and my husband are the main actors.
How could you be so selfish? I've never heard of a wedding without the groom's mother.
It was my first time too. I don't want to waste my money and time for a selfish woman like you. If I cancel the wedding and rebook the ceremony, it would cost us a fortune. I can't waste that kind of money.
You can't just decide that on your own. First of all, a wedding without the groom's mother is out of the question. My husband would never allow it. You're just making fun of me, aren't you?
No, your husband agreed right away.
Huh?
Now the payback begins.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I just told your husband about everything. That you drank too much last night. Not only that, you texted me that you don't want to come to the wedding just because your face is bloating. In the end, you also said that I should postpone the wedding for your sake. Now, your husband is well aware of the situation.
Huh? I can't believe you just did that. I'm going to get scolded by my husband. My son will be mad too.
I have no doubt they will. They were very upset.
Really? It's all your fault. What are you going to do to solve this?
I can't do anything to help you. It's your own fault. I guess you have no choice but to solve it on your own.
Stop blabbering nonsense.
I have an advice for you. I think you should let your husband and son know before they get angry at you.
I can't. I'm too scared to do that.
When you do something wrong, you should apologize honestly. Didn't your parents teach you that when you were a child?
I'm not a child. Don't joke around at a time like this.
I'm not joking. You should apologize. After all, you overslept and missed your son's big day.
Oh no.
By the way, I need to tell you something.
What is it now?
When your husband and son saw me exchanging messages with you, they immediately decided to go back home. They're taking your elder sister with them too. I think they'll arrive at the house soon.
What the? Why didn't you tell me earlier?
I forgot all about it. Because I wanted to tell you that the wedding went well.
How could you forget something so important? Oh, I just heard the doorbell ring.
Well, looks like it's sooner than I expected. Anyway, Ursula, please do your best to put your thoughts into words when explaining your situation.
Wait a minute. Hey, what's going on?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't pretend that you know nothing about this. You know something, don't you?
About what?
My husband suddenly asked for a divorce.
What? Is that so?
Stop being a hypocrite. You know something, don't you?
Marriage-related problem is delicate, so I don't want to interfere. Speaking of which...
What? If you know something, tell me quickly.
Your husband said that your attitude and language towards me are very rude.
Huh? I'm only doing what most mothers-in-law do when they're dealing with their daughters-in-law. Since you're my son's wife, I can at least be a little stern with you.
You always go out as you please. Besides, you were also spending your husband's money without permission. Is that true?
Well, you see, I'm beautiful, right? That's why I have so many friends, and they often ask me out. My monthly allowance is not enough.
I see. Looks like it's hard to keep up with friends when you're married. I have to be very careful too.
But
what's wrong?
I can't believe my husband just asked me for divorce just because I overslept at the wedding day. I didn't expect my husband would be furious over something like that.
What do you mean? I think what you've done was intolerable. Oh, there's one more thing I need to tell you.
Could you just say it all in one sentence?
I'm sorry. I left out something important. You were together with another man, weren't you?
What do you mean?
I heard from your husband that, the day before your son's wedding, you were together with a man you're having an affair with.
What? Affair?
Are you sure about that? If that's true, no wonder your husband and son are so angry.
He's not my cheating partner. He was my friend.
So you were sleeping with him and overslept?
Yes, he's just a friend.
But it was just the two of you, wasn't it? And I suggest you stay at his place the night before your son's wedding. I don't think he's just a friend of yours. I can understand if you're staying at one of your female friends' house, but you didn't.
Let me explain. He's just a friend.
There's no point of explaining that to me. You need to discuss that with your husband since you are still a married couple. Did I make myself clear to you? Bye then.
Hold on a sec. Hey.
Now what? I told you to talk it over with your husband, didn't I? Have you done that?
Well, actually, he wouldn't listen to me. He insisted on divorcing me.
I can understand that. You've spent a lot of his money on your affair. This morning, when you came out of your cheating partner's house, a friend of my husband took your pictures.
What? Is that true?
Yes, he showed it to me during the reception. He said that since the woman he saw looked just like you, he decided to take a picture for evidence.
No way.
As long as there's proof, there's no excuse.
Then what am I supposed to do?
I don't have the answer to that question, but I think all you can do is apologize sincerely.
You're not seriously thinking about the solution because you think that you have nothing to do with this matter, right?
It's none of my business anyway. I have never cheated in my whole life and I never will.
My husband is screaming at me to get out of here right now.
Sorry to hear that. Please go apologize quickly. So tell me, did you apologize sincerely?
Well, my husband insisted about getting a divorce. He's not going to forgive me.
I see.
My elder sister, who's here with me, is apologizing to him. She told me that she wants to take me back to the countryside.
Seriously? Your sister said that?
She said it's my fault.
Of course it's your fault. I don't think there's anything your sister can do to help you.
No, I don't want to go to my sister's house. I want to continue living with my husband.
Listen to me, Ursula. How long are you going to run away from the reality? Do you realize what you've done? What you did with your cheating partner means that you're betraying your husband and son. It's only natural that they won't forgive you. I think you should take a responsibility for that.
It's not that simple. You know I have a hangover and I'm still suffering, don't you? It's not fair to bully me who's currently in a difficult circumstance.
That's why I told you to stop fooling around and face the reality. I don't want to waste my time responding to your lame messages over and over again. I'm busy, so I want you to solve the problem immediately. Just stop being selfish, okay?
I don't want a divorce. I don't want to leave this house. You must convince my husband and son. I'm counting on you, Allison. If you convince them, I'm sure they will forgive me.
I'm sick of hearing your nonsense. I shudder in fear and disgust whenever I think that someone like you will be my mother-in-law. So I will not persuade your husband and son.
Don't be so cold. I have no one else to rely on but you now.
I don't want you to depend on me. You almost ruined my wedding. If it were possible, I would have asked you to leave too. Well then, I know it's been a short time, but thank you for your hospitality until today, Ursula.
Wait a minute. You need to help me, Allison.
After that, I rushed to my in-laws' house. Ursula was in tears and begged me for forgiveness. I pretended not to know her. In the end, she reluctantly agreed to divorce her husband. Then, her sister took her back to the countryside. My father-in-law was very upset, but when I saw his shoulders slumped after his wife left, I suggested that he move in with me and my husband. He quietly smiled and agreed to my suggestion. Now, my father-in-law, my husband, and I live together peacefully in a large house. I don't know what happened to Ursula after that.
Hi, mother-in-law. Sorry for the delay in getting back to you. I was in a meeting and didn't have my phone with me. I'm sorry it took a while to notice you called. It seems you called me several times. It seems like it was urgent. How can I help you? Oh, thanks for replying, Stacey. I'm sorry to interrupt your meeting. It's nothing important. Huh? It was a phone call, not a message. I thought something was wrong. It's really not a big deal. How would you handle my phone calls? I was just testing you. I was being tested? Yes. What would you do if I called you repeatedly like I did earlier? Because if someone calls repeatedly while you're at work, usually people wonder what's going on, don't they? But you just kept on working, didn't you? You really just do as you please, don't you? Now I know exactly how you feel about me. Well, you and I don't know each other that well after all. I didn't expect it, but that's how it is. No. Wait a minute. I was in a meeting and didn't have my phone with me. I didn't intentionally not answer the phone. It's not that I don't care about my mother-in-law. That's not how I feel at all. I'm on the phone with you now, aren't I? You don't have to get so mad. I didn't have any expectations of you from the beginning. Well, what do you mean by that? I mean exactly what I said. You're my daughter-in-law. You haven't been treating me like you're my daughter-in-law, have you? Not only to me, isn't it the same with my son? Right, you haven't lived up to my expectations, have you? What are you talking about, mother-in-law? You should understand what I'm talking about. Isn't there something you feel guilty about? What? Is it about a child? Oh, I knew you knew. You know what everyone is expecting. You don't want to have kids, do you? Work. You really hate me and Stevie, don't you? That's not true. I don't blame work either. I know how Steven feels and how you feel, but this is not a problem I can just solve on my own. Are you sure about that? What? It's a matter of whether you want to do it or not. Well, let me tell you something. Are you trying to have a baby? Going to the hospital or... Not yet. Get a checkup. If you can't have children, it means you're not trying hard enough. No, I want children too, but I really can't. Huh? Why do you assume it's impossible? This is happening because you have a body that can't conceive, right? That's why I said I don't expect much from you. I pity my son who took such a woman as his wife. There are things I can't control. You're a woman too, so you should understand, right? Can't you just understand this? Huh, you're being so rude. How could I possibly understand a wife like that? You don't listen to me at all, don't you think so? What? I tell you to quit your job, but you keep doing it. And when I tell you to focus on the family, you say, I'm doing work. You keep making excuses. How could you possibly have a child if you're like that? That's why even Stevie is getting fed up with you. Did Steven say something? Of course he's dissatisfied. Already he complains every day. If you think about it, you'd understand. You can't even do housework well. You demand to split the household chores, and you despise your husband. A wife who can't do anything but work. His ideal marriage wasn't like this. No. Isn't it natural? It's not you who should be depressed about it. You're the one who should feel sorry for Stevie. Don't react like I'm so shocked. It's Stevie who is in shock. You are the perpetrator. Rachel, enough. Even if you're my mother-in-law, there are things you can say and things you can't. It's hard for me too that I can't have children. Everyone has their own reasons. It's sometimes hard just because you know that. What? Are you playing the tragic heroine? You're the one who caused all this in the first place, aren't you? Will you stop acting like you're the only one who feels bad? I want you to stop making excuses like you're the only one who feels sorry for yourself. The person you should feel sorry for is Stevie, right? Have you ever thought about Stevie's feelings a little? I fully understand how hard it is for Steven, but having a child, and about my work, it's between me and my husband. It's something we need to discuss as a couple. I'm a little offended that you went so far as to call me out on this. Well, you talk to your mother-in-law this way? You're even crazier than I imagined. Why did Stevie marry such a person? I really feel sorry for him. You haven't fulfilled any of your duties as a wife. In that case, Stevie shouldn't have gotten married. I think he would be very happy now. Sorry, I'm at work. Let's talk about this when I have more time. Oh, really? When it doesn't go your way, you run away. That's the thing. That's what's wrong with you. If you think you can just blame everything on work, you're wrong. Stevie must hate that you do that too. I'm sorry. I can't finish our talk now, so please excuse me. It's an important talk, and you're running away? Fine. You keep running away like that. If you keep running away like that, Stevie will really dump you. I'm just trying to warn you. Thank you for your advice. Now, if you'll excuse me. Stacey, you have time today, right? Can you text me now? Hello, mother-in-law. I'm fine. Is there something wrong? I have something important to tell you. Important? I thought we could talk more slowly on your day off, so I decided to do it today. Yes? What is it about? Actually, Stevie is at my house right now. Oh, I didn't know. I knew he went out early this morning. He went to visit you? Yes. Stevie doesn't want to stay there anymore. He says he's fed up with your freewheeling ways. I warned you a lot, didn't I? Huh. I didn't think he felt that way. I'm sorry to hear that. What? The way you said that. It's your fault this happened. Don't you have any remorse or apology? Do you even know what this means? Yes, I'm well aware. I'm sure I had something to do with it. As for Steven, I think it's both of our faults. What a thing to say. Are you saying it's Stevie's fault? Well, there's a cause. Stevie ran away to his parents' house because he was exhausted. Not even a single word of apology. I don't understand. Why should I apologize? Well, how crazy can you be? Because you're not fulfilling your duty as a wife. This is what's happening. Don't you feel sorry for Stevie? I hate to say this, but I don't neglect the house just because I'm working. I do the housework, and I take care of Steven's personal needs. I never once asked him to do anything. So why am I the only one to blame? You don't know anything. I think you're a little bit crazy.
What a surprise. You never cease to amaze me. You know why Stevie is so depressed, don't you? He wants a child. A child!
You're talking about that again.
What do you mean again? I've been telling you for a long time. I told you so many times, but you don't understand anything. You are unfit to be a wife. If you can't even have a baby, my son is divorcing you.
Are you sure?
What? How can you say that?
I'm glad. Thank you.
Huh?
No, I'm really glad. I was thinking that too. I'm glad you told me about the divorce.
Huh? What do you mean? You must be in shock. You really are crazy. You're just telling me that? I don't understand how anyone in your position could want a divorce. I hate you for being so rude.
I'm blamed every day for not being able to have children. Blaming me alone for it? Being called over and over again while I'm at work? I can't stand that this situation continues.
That's because you're not being a good wife. It's not my fault. Besides, it's Stevie who's been putting up with it the most. If it's like this, I shouldn't have let him get married.
Maybe you're right. I can't stand being blamed this much either. I thought that Stephen and I would be happy together. I guess I was naive.
Please don't be so high and mighty, and don't blame me for Stevie. I'm annoyed, and Stevie is annoyed too because he got a wife like you. Just get a divorce and go away.
Thank you very much. I will definitely do that. Thank you for everything, even if it was only for a short time. Goodbye.
I'm sorry for calling you out of the blue. I wonder if you remember me.
What? Mother-in-law?
I'm not your mother-in-law anymore. You're still so rude. You and I have been unrelated for a long time, haven't we?
You're right. I'm sorry. Rachel, it's been a while. What's wrong?
No problem. I'm very happy about something. I just had to let you know.
Something happy? Okay.
Yes, actually, Stephen got remarried. And with a pretty girl 7 years younger than him. She's an office worker at a company.
Wow, I didn't know that. What does that have to do with me?
What? Normally you'd celebrate more, wouldn't you?
Even though we're not family anymore?
Stevie got remarried, remember?
Oh, right. Congratulations on his remarriage.
You were and still are really mean.
That's me, I guess.
You're still talking down to me. Well, that's okay. I don't care about that. I'm sorry for you.
Sorry for what?
You're a single woman who can't have kids and is suffering from infertility. I'm sorry that only Stevie got remarried.
I'm remarried too.
Oh, really? Is that so? I didn't know.
Yes, I remarried 1.5 years ago.
Oh, I see. It's great that you got remarried. Some people are just plain lucky. Stevie is going to have the child he's always wanted this time.
Is the woman he married pregnant?
She's not pregnant yet, but she's still young, and unlike you, she'll have a child soon. Now that's a relief to me too. You're infertile though, and that was impossible for you.
I already have a child.
Huh? What? I can't believe you have a child.
Thankfully, I have a pretty little girl. I got remarried 1.5 years ago. We didn't do any particular fertility testing. It just happened naturally and quickly. We are now living happily together as a family.
What? No, lying is not good. Lies. I get how you feel. I know you're frustrated because Stevie got remarried, but that doesn't mean you should have fun lying about your bad luck.
What's the point of lying to you? I'm just telling it like it is. I'm already a mother.
Huh. That can't be true. Even when you were married to Stevie, you didn't get pregnant for about 4 years. Because you were infertile. And worked all the time.
Rachel, what are you talking about? It was your son who was infertile.
Huh? What are you talking about? Don't be silly.
If you don't believe me, please get him tested. Well, I did it once a few years ago and already got the results.
Oh no, is that why you couldn't have children?
When I was married, I thought it would be better for my husband if I kept quiet about it. I thought you would be devastated. And yet, Stephen blamed me for not being able to have children. That's unforgivable, isn't it? I put up with it because it was a sensitive issue. Now that I think about it, Stephen was just being selfish.
What? Then just because he remarried doesn't mean he'll have a baby?
That's right.
Oh no.
Even if it wasn't me on the other side, your son wouldn't have been able to do it in the first place. I told you that everyone has their own reasons.
I won't forgive you if you're making this up. You're the one lying anyway.
If you want to think that, go ahead. But I don't think he can have children. I'm sorry to hear that. Be careful not to bully his wife. Rachel was an impossible person till the end. I don't want her to be involved in my life again, so I changed my phone model and all my phone numbers and accounts. According to what a mutual friend told me long after the last message, Rachel had been bullying his new wife without learning her lesson. She blamed only his wife, even though her own son was infertile. Her son was infertile, but he kept blaming his pretty wife, and as a result, she left him after only 1 year. His new wife put up with it for just a year. I'm sure that mother and son will live in harmony with each other for a long time to come.
It's today. I was so nervous last night that I couldn't sleep well. I'm about to arrive at the wedding hall. Where are you now? Meet you at the entrance? Hey, I'm waiting at the entrance. Are you already in the bride's room? If you haven't arrived yet, I can wait for you at the front desk. Can you reply to me? Hey, what are you doing? It's already time. You haven't checked your phone? Answer me. The staff is waiting for you. What's wrong?
You don't have to tell me over and over again.
It's because of you. It's time to get dressed. We're going to miss the ceremony. Why aren't you here? Did you get the time wrong?
No, not like that.
Then what?
I'm canceling today's wedding.
Huh?
I mean, we're breaking the engagement.
Stop telling jokes. What are you talking about?
I'm not joking. I'm serious.
Today is our wedding. There's no way you can do something so selfish.
Then when is it okay? Are we getting married and then get divorced? That's extra work. It's better for the guests if we cancel now, so that they can avoid extra work too.
Are you serious about canceling the wedding?
Of course I am. How can you joke about such a thing?
Relatives and guests will be here soon, you know.
I don't give a shit about that. We can just ask the staff to tell them sorry.
That's not the point. They're here to celebrate us.
We're breaking off the engagement and you want them to celebrate us? That's too chaotic.
Why are you doing this?
What?
Even you were looking forward to the wedding so much. Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden?
There are some things it's better you don't know.
Don't be silly. You suddenly break off the engagement and cancel the wedding? How can I understand immediately and leave?
If you want to know so badly, then let me tell you. I met this cute girl.
What?
And not just any pretty girl. Her dad is the owner of a high-end accessory company. She's the only daughter, so he wants her husband to take over the business. I'm the future president of the company.
The only daughter of a high-end accessory store?
What?
No, nothing. How can you break the engagement for a reason like that?
What do you mean? It's the best reason, isn't it? I'm the next president of a high-end accessory company. My future is secure.
Do you really love her?
Of course I love her. Everything is ideal.
Marriage with such impure motives will never work out. You'll fall apart and end up in tears eventually.
Don't be a sore loser just because I dumped you.
Excuse me?
I understand. You were supposed to be the bride today. Of course, you want to talk back at me.
You're so annoying.
Well, I'll let you talk like that. I'm feeling great to have found the best partner. I won't be secure if I marry you. This is the best chance that could ever happen.
Well, if you insist, then fine. Don't regret it.
Huh? How can I regret it? I'm going to be the happiest groom in the world.
Hey, this is enough. 100 calls in the middle of the night? Give me a break.
You have to listen to me.
I have nothing more to say to you. I'm going to have a lawyer handle the financial details of our broken engagement and cancelled wedding. I'll let you know when it has been decided.
Please, pick up the phone.
How persistent. This is making me neurotic. What if I end up suffering from PTSD?
I'm the one who has to suffer from it.
Not my business.
You knew about this, didn't you?
About what?
You knew her dad and that she was his daughter.
Oh, about that?
If you knew, why didn't you tell me?
I had an idea when you told me about her, but I wasn't sure. But I guess I was right. Her dad is a friend of my dad's. He used to play with me when I was little, and he's been a big help to me. I've never met his daughter, though.
What?
Of course, I invited him to the wedding.
You're lying.
But then, the wedding was suddenly cancelled, so he called my dad to ask what has happened. And as we were explaining the details, that's how he figured out.
How is that possible?
I was surprised too. Who could imagine you would choose his daughter?
Right.
He was very upset. He said he would never accept that his daughter is about to marry the man who hurt me and betrayed me. He even said he would sue you if he had to.
Sue me? You've got to be kidding. Hey, do something about it.
Why would I?
Why? Because I'm in trouble. You're not taking this seriously because you think it's somebody else's business.
Well, I am somebody. Our engagement is broken. I'm a stranger to you. This is none of my business.
How can you be so cold?
Don't make me say it again. I have nothing to do with you. It's all your own fault, isn't it?
Yes, but...
I'm discussing with my lawyer about us, so I'll update you as soon as we've made a decision. Well then.
Hey, please, answer me.
Can you please stop it? I'm really starting to feel neurotic.
Her dad's... the CEO of high-end accessory store's social media is going viral.
Oh.
Oh?
What does this have to do with me?
She posted a picture of me on her account, the one in front of the store, and the CEO reposted it with a message saying that his daughter was scammed.
Oh, well, it's true.
They made me into the bad guy.
You are the bad guy, right? At least to me and him, you're the worst.
A bad guy? I didn't mean to.
Maybe you didn't mean to, but it turned out that way. In order to get what you wanted, you betrayed your fiancé, canceled the wedding, and cheated on me to marry that girl. even the world wouldn't be at peace.
I just met a girl by chance who happens to be the daughter of a CEO, right?
Even though you had a fiancé? Even though the wedding date was set?
In fact, it was before the wedding, so you don't have to blame me so much.
Don't tell me. Talk to her dad.
Can I talk to you? I'll stop calling. Just give me a reply. I'm in a lot of trouble, please. Just listen to me.
God, if you don't stop this, I'll turn you in to the police for disorderly conduct, okay?
Don't say that. Please, just listen to me. She just asked me for compensation. I haven't done anything wrong to her, and why is she asking for it?
Her dad told her everything?
What?
She didn't know anything, right? That you had a fiancé or you canceled the wedding. That's why she posted that picture on social media, right?
Yeah.
Maybe her dad told her the truth by reposting that picture.
Huh?
Well, it's your fault.
What the hell did I do?
Even though you had a fiancé, you approached her and asked her to marry you. And, when you find out that the reason was to be the president, most women would be hurt. I believe she felt the same way. And many people agreed to it on X.
But we weren't officially engaged yet. And of course, I hadn't even met her dad, so how could I be sued?
You left the evidence that you were engaged. It can't be helped.
Evidence?
You secretly stole my engagement ring from my drawer, didn't you?
Did I?
I work in a restaurant, so I'm not allowed to wear a ring on a daily basis. That's why I kept it in a drawer. And it was gone. You took it, didn't you?
I was desperate to keep her from leaving me, so...
You're an idiot. If there's any physical evidence, you can file a lawsuit for compensation with the court.
Huh? Is that true?
Besides, let me send you a picture. Marry me. I'll make you happy no matter what, and let's help your father together. That's what it says.
These are the texts I sent her. Why do you have it?
Her dad took a screenshot and sent it to me. He said, this is also a proof that his daughter was scammed.
Oh no.
When she found out the truth, she was so shocked that she got sick.
You're lying. She got sick?
Oh, you didn't know?
I mean, you can't reach her in this situation, can you? Plus, it seems like I'm blocked, so I can't get any information about her.
Of course you are.
So hey, can you negotiate with her and her dad? Tell them I really want to marry her.
No, why would I do that? My engagement was broken and the wedding was canceled by you. I'm deeply hurt.
Then who am I supposed to ask?
I don't know.
Please, I want to have a secure future as a CEO. That's why I canceled our marriage. If this won't happen, then everything is going to be in vain.
Wow, look at that self-centeredness. Her feelings, her dad's feelings, my feelings. You don't think about anything. You just want to be president, don't you?
That's right. I've always dreamed of sitting in the president's chair at the president's office. I guess dreams do come true if you wish hard enough. To be honest, I had given up. I never thought my luck would turn around at a time like this. I don't want to waste this chance that has come my way. So you have to convince her and the president.
Don't ask me. You deserve to be sued. I have nothing to do with this, so don't reach me anymore.
Hey, what's this all about? Say something, you money thief.
What do you mean, money thief? That's so rude. God, will you stop calling me?
Hey, it's too expensive to charge me for breaking off the engagement. What do you mean $50,000? Are you trying to extort money from me?
It's not that much. Did you look through the documents?
I did. It does say $50,000.
You only saw the amount, right? Did you look at the breakdown?
Huh?
I knew it. That fee is not just for breaking off the engagement, but also includes the wedding expenses, the honeymoon cancellation fee, and the fee for the new house. We decided to go extravagant and put a lot of options on the wedding since it's a once-in-a-lifetime, remember?
Oh,
You chose 4 dresses for me too.
I did choose some cocktail dresses.
You decided to take a cruise for our honeymoon so that it will be the most memorable one ever.
It went way over our budget.
And on top of that, you wanted to live closer to your office, and you signed a contract for a rental luxury apartment.
I remember the rent was also very expensive.
See? All of these things were canceled on the day. I'm sure you can get a rough estimate, but it's not less than that amount, right?
But we didn't even have a wedding, and we didn't even get married. How can it be such a large amount if we canceled in advance?
You don't know? It's written in the terms and conditions. 100% will be charged as a cancellation fee if you cancel on the day of the wedding. 50% for the travel.
Why do I have to pay the full amount? Isn't it normal to split it with you?
What are you talking about? It was your unilateral decision to cancel in the first place. I have nothing to do with it. You're the one who deserves to pay.
Are you kidding me? There's no way I can pay that amount of money.
This is your parents' offer too. Your parents were so heartbroken that day. They couldn't tell how sorry they were that their stupid son caused this. They didn't know how to apologize to me.
My mom and dad?
Of course. They were at the wedding not knowing anything.
What?
You're too easygoing. They want you to pay what you can afford and they'll pay the rest for now. And they said they'd make you pay them back for the rest of your life.
Oh no. How hard do I have to work?
If that girl files a lawsuit for compensation, you'll have to pay even more.
Are you kidding me? No way. I'd be in debt trap instead of CEO.
That's a nice future.
That's not good. You think this is somebody else's problem.
Because it is somebody else's problem. Let me tell you something. You did all this on your own, remember? Do you finally understand what you've done?
I didn't mean it like this. I just wanted to be a president. I don't want that to become a life of paying off debts.
I don't care what you say. You've done this. I'm sure her dad won't just let you get away with it if his daughter got sick and hurt because of you. I suggest you deal with them with sincerity from now on.
I can't. I'll never be able to pay them all. What am I supposed to do?
You don't have to decide it right now. Why don't you take your time and think about it alone? It's none of my business.
How can you say such a cold thing when I'm depressed?
You've done much worse to me. Do you know how I felt at the wedding hall being alone when you canceled everything?
I'm sorry.
Even though you say you're sorry now, it won't change anything.
Please, forgive me. At least try to convince her and the president not to file a lawsuit for compensation. Please.
I don't see any sign of apology in you. I don't care as long as you pay me what I'm asking for.
You're too cold.
I have nothing more to say to you. I will block you after this conversation. We will never meet again. Well then, goodbye. I was finally able to escape from that crazy phone calls. He paid me the fee as he promised, and it was all over. After that, his parents scolded him a lot and even disowned him, telling him never to come back to their house. I am sorry for his parents, but he got what he deserved. On top of that, the president, who could not forgive him, filed a lawsuit against him for compensation. He had to pay it too because there was a lot of evidence left behind. If it were true, he would have been charged with theft of the engagement ring, but I let that go. I heard from his parents that he is now working from morning till night at a big factory with a dormitory in the countryside in order to clear the debts. I sincerely hope that he will be able to pay off his debts while his parents are still in good health. I would like to make a fresh start and devote my days to work again.
Grace, are you home today? Hello, Olivia. Yes, I was just about to cook dinner. Oh, then great. What is it? I'm thinking of going over there today. What? You have a plan with my husband? I'm not allowed to go if I don't have a plan? No, it's not that. I didn't make any plans, but I just wanted to see my brother. Huh? I've been taking care of him ever since he was little. He's a fine adult now, but he used to be so shy. I had to give him a lot of help. Well, that's one of the cutest things about him, though. Oh, and? And? Of course I'm going to enjoy chatting with him. What's wrong with a sister going to see her brother? No, nothing's wrong. Right? And, by the way, I want you to cook my dinner too. Huh? You're gonna have dinner too? What's with that tone? You think it's too much trouble? No, I wouldn't think that. It's already evening, so of course I'm going to eat. I mean, isn't it a wife's duty to ask if I would like to eat together? I guess so. You really are so inconsiderate. My brother will have a hard time with a wife like you. Anyway, I'm heading over there now. Make sure my dinner is ready. Okay. Of course, there will be dessert after dinner, right? I must have dessert. No, there's no dessert. I don't think I'll have time to go shopping. I'll focus on cooking delicious food instead of it. Huh? Are you trying to go against me? What's with the delicious food? You're a terrible cook. You don't have to say such horrible things. Then, do as you're told, understood? Yes, ma'am. Are you almost done? It's gonna take a little longer. Why? I just got a call from your sister, saying she's coming over. Olivia? Oh, that's great. It's been a while. I'm looking forward to it. It's been a while? We just met her at your parents' house a week ago. How much do you love her? What? You're jealous of her? What a jerk. It's not like that, and she told me to cook dinner for her. She's gonna eat dinner too? Awesome. Treat her as much as you can, okay? She's coming all the way to our house. I was told to prepare dessert after dinner. Oh right, she loves sweets. If that's what she wants, then do so. Hey, can you go buy some on your way home from work? What? Why me? I have to start cooking dinner now. I don't have time to go buy sweets. Isn't it because you're not efficient? You stay at home and live comfortably on my income, so you should at least do something about it. Living comfortably? It's not like I'm not chilling at home. I'm working. Your income doesn't even reach the amount of allowance, and you're being so arrogant only by having that job. Anyway, my sister said she'd come over, so do something about it. Wait, I didn't ask her to come. Huh? If you say something terrible to her, I won't forgive you. Okay, I understand. I'm wasting my time. I'll do something for your sister's sake. If you understand, don't ask me from the beginning. Grace, can I talk to you now? Good morning, Olivia. Thanks for dinner yesterday. You're welcome. But I would prefer to have a better food. What? You didn't like it? It's just that the food was kind of cheap, you know? Even though I'm your sister-in-law, I'm still a guest. I wish you would have used at least one of the high-grade foods. High-grade food? My husband's income is not enough to buy such a luxury food. Wow, surprising! You blame my brother for your bad cooking? I didn't say that. You're saying that his income isn't good enough to buy luxury foods, right? Well, that's true. I'm trying to cook with what we have. I feel sorry for him, blaming your poor cooking on his income. I told you that's not what I mean. Fine, Olivia, if you don't have anything from me, I need to go. It's not like I have much time now. You're just being lazy at home. How cocky. Did I leave any papers there yesterday? Oh, the brown envelope? Yes, I knew I left it. That document, it's for a meeting. It must be very important. I will keep it here. I need it for the meeting this afternoon, so can you bring it to the office right away? What? Now? Of course! I told you I'd use it this afternoon. You really are clumsy. Do you even understand what people are saying? I have a remote meeting today. I'm afraid I don't have time to bring it to your office. Huh? I don't care about your remote meeting. You should come right now. Hey, you know I'm working too. Work? Don't make me laugh. You're just being lazy at home. It's less than a part-time job anyway, right? That's not true. I don't care what you do, so just bring me the document. Don't tell me all of a sudden. You are my housekeeper, so all you have to do is follow my orders. I'm your housekeeper? That's right. Housekeepers are supposed to shut up and do as their employers say, right? I need you to bring the document to my office as soon as possible. If I don't get it in time, you take the responsibility. Got it? Can I talk to you for a second? What is it from the morning? I'm kind of busy getting ready for today. I'm even more busy. I got another text from your sister. What did she say? She wants me to bring her the meeting material she left at her house to the office right now. Oh, that? Why don't you just go bring it for her right now? If she's in trouble, then help her. You're not busy anyway, right? I'm working too, remember? I have a remote meeting in the morning. Can you talk to her about it? Huh? Comparing a job that doesn't even make any money and my sister's meeting? Which is more important? Of course, it's her meeting. What is that? I'm serious about my job too, you know. I can't do anything that would make my clients in trouble. Don't make me laugh. What's with the clients? Who are they? Your toy or something? A toy? I don't care about that. Shut up and bring her the document. What's wrong with you siblings? What? Your sister treated me like a housekeeper. She said a housekeeper should only do what she orders. That's not an option, is it? No option? You don't make enough money. You can't do the housework. You're an incompetent wife. You deserve to be called a housekeeper. I mean, you're no better than a housekeeper. How terrible. You never stand up for me, who is your wife. At least fulfill the duty as a housekeeper. Hey, aren't you my husband? Can't you be more considerate to your wife? It's not my fault. Are you misunderstanding something? It's obviously your fault. What? The food tastes bad. You try to make me go shopping on my way home from work. You don't listen to my sister's requests. You complain all the time. What part of this is not your fault? Don't be silly. You thought like that all this time? That's terrible. Of course. If you don't bring her the documents by the time, I'll reduce the amount of money I use for the household budget as punishment. Do you understand? Fine. Olivia, what on earth is going on? Oh, Grace, what is it without even saying hello? You're always rude. I heard that you told my husband to reduce the amount of money for living expenses he gives to me. What on earth are you up to? We can't live on this for a month. Oh, you don't understand. I thought you need to be penalized. Penalized? Why do I have to? Because, even though you're my housekeeper, you don't listen to me. And to top it all off, you complain a lot. Is that the reason? It's natural to complain, because you are so unreasonable. Plus, I am not your housekeeper. Are you still saying that? You always surprise me. How can you talk so cheekily when you're so incompetent? You'll never make my brother happy. That's why I gave you a penalty. That's too much. How can we live on such a small amount of money? What do you mean, a small amount of money? How can you call the money my brother worked so hard to earn a small amount? That kind of person has to be punished. He agreed with me. What? He agreed? Of course, he wouldn't oppose me, because you're an incompetent wife. Why did he marry someone like you? I feel sorry for him. You're going that far. You don't want us to live happily. No one said that. I want my brother to be happier than anyone else. That's why you need to be punished. Do you know how the sister feels when she is so thoughtful to her brother? I don't understand such things. I don't think we would understand each other no matter what, if you'll excuse me. Hey, how cocky are you? Hey, where are you? Oh, I'm at my sister's house. Why? You talked to her today, right? She's right. You're not fulfilling your duties as a wife at all, and your attitude towards her is cheeky. Therefore, I'm penalizing you. You guys are really crazy. What in the world have I done? First of all, we don't even have kids, and yet you don't work. You're spending your time being lazy at home, relying on my income. I work from home. How many times do I have to tell you? It's not even enough. You can't afford high-grade food, right? I don't think you have enough income. High-grade foods can't be afforded that often, you know? I'm trying my best to manage with the living expenses you give me. I've taken good care of those money. But if you lower the amount any further, it's gonna be tough. It's your fault. Huh? It's because you're too incompetent. You should be punished once and reconsider your behavior. If you don't like it, then we are divorcing. Enough. I understand. I'll divorce you right now. What? Are you sure? How are you going to live without any money? I can see you being miserable every day. It's none of your business. You left the divorce documents on the table because you wanted to, right? I'm going to turn in the paper. Is that okay? Of course it's fine. I'm happy when my incompetent wife is gone. Fine. Grace, how are you? It's me. Can I talk to you now? Don't text me over friendly. You're a stranger now. Don't be so cold. We used to be a couple. Stop it. I want to forget it. I want to get back together with you. I want to take back the divorce. No, I don't want to. Can you stop texting me? Actually, after you left, I lost my electricity and water and all the utilities. I bet. And finally, the apartment manager told me to leave. I'm sure he would. The manager didn't do anything wrong. You were behind on your rent, weren't you? And the electricity and water stopped because you didn't pay, huh? How do you know? I have no idea what's going on. Of course you don't. You've never managed the household finances. You've only complained about it, though. What do you mean? You only gave me $300 for living expenses and didn't pay anything else, right? I don't understand your nerve to think you can live like that. $300 is enough for a couple to live, right? Well, I might be able to manage just for food, but to live day by day, food expense is not enough. There are so many other things to pay for. That much? Of course. Our apartment was under my name since I was living there before I got married, so it was deducted from my account, but when we got divorced, I changed the account so that it would be deducted from yours. Why would you do that without permission? Isn't it obvious? We're divorced. Why would I pay? If you pay the rent, food, utilities, miscellaneous expenses, and insurance, I'm sure your small income won't cover all of it. I'm sure it couldn't be deducted. Then how have we been living? Are you an idiot? Huh? Of course, it's because I was paying. How the hell did you pay for it? There's no way you can pay if you're being lazy at home and not even going to work. Perhaps. Did you have a man pay for it? Don't be silly. I told you I was working. When you were sneaking around on your computer? I am working as a web designer, having business transactions with the clients. That's how I work. There was this teacher from the design firm I worked at before I got married, and she told me that I should continue to work from home because there are some clients who like my works. Is that so? I had a small number of clients at first, but one after another, clients introduced me to each other, and now I make money 3 times what you make. That's how we were able to make a living. You're kidding, right? Of course I was trying to save money and spend as little as possible. It wasn't easy with such a small living expenses. Then you and your sister treated me like a housekeeper without even listening to me. I'm sorry about that. I didn't know you made that much money. That's not the point. You siblings have a wrapped way of thinking. No matter how much money she doesn't make, would you treat your wife or sister-in-law as a housekeeper? That's because she told me to do so. It's not my will. So we can start over as a husband and wife, right? Stop it, you sissy boy. Sissy boy, that's too much. I'm just being honest. Now I believe you too. Hey, let's start over again. You've got to be kidding me. I never want to see your face again. Why would you say that? You never know when you would betray me. Sissy boys should be taken care of by your lovely sister, not me. Don't say that and help me out. I'm about to be kicked out from the apartment, you know. You can't pay the rent, right? Then it's natural to be kicked out. Why don't you rent your own apartment or move into your sister's house? It's none of my business anymore, so do as you like. Please, Grace, you're the only one I have. Olivia has a boyfriend now, and lately she hasn't been talking to me at all. I can't move in with her. Then find your own place to live. You're not a child. You can at least do that. Don't reach me anymore. You're going to abandon me? Don't you feel sorry for me? Not at all. I've been blamed so much until now, so it's rather refreshing. So don't contact me again. If you ever get close to me, I'll call the police. Remember that. Grace, you're lying, right? We've loved each other, remember? I can't talk to you. I'll block you right away. Well then, take care. The sycophantic man who was obeying his sister had no idea about our family budget. Except for the $300 he gave me for the living expenses, he spent almost all of his money on his sister. When I found out about it, I was stunned from the bottom of my heart. After Olivia got a boyfriend, Effie seemed to be spending all his money for himself without knowing why, and as a result, he had to adjust the debts. I was so stunned that I couldn't even say a word. I am so glad that I divorced such a man. After the divorce, I came back to the design firm where I used to work, instead of working from home. Working at the office is more exciting and I can get along with many people. Also, I can learn from teachers, so everything is good for me. Of course, I have enough income to live on my own, so I would like to enjoy single life in this style for a while.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!